My Life, My Journey. On this channel, I talk about various topics from spirituality, divine feminine, astrology, mystic mom stuff, mom life, family life, health and wellness, just whatever I feel led to just talk about and share with you all. I'm also going to do another video, talk about my own personal astrological placements. I am a person that has a lot of retrograde planets, so my life is totally different. And in this video, I'm going to talk about my Saturn return, because Saturn was at home in Capricorn. And so for those that are not familiar with astrology, that are learning about astrology and what is Saturn is all about, what is Saturn return? So in my own definition, my own interpretation of what Saturn is all about, it's all about, for me, because I'm already a moon in Capricorn, so I'm already used to this energy. But for me, I feel like Saturn is the energy of discipline, it's the energy of responsibility, it's the energy of responsibility, it's the energy of having a sense of purpose and creating goals for your life and knowing, what you came here to do. Capricorn is an earth sign. It is a cardinal earth sign. The opposite side of Capricorn is Cancer. And also, Capricorn is a feminine sign. Like a lot of astrologers, a lot of people assume that Capricorn is a masculine energy because it has a hard shell. But I feel like Capricorn energy and Saturn, to me, it's like the wise woman. I feel like Cancer is the, I don't want to say the immature woman because she's not. I feel like she is the intuitive woman. She uses her emotions and feelings to navigate in this life, in this world. She has not begun to experience life yet. I feel like Cancer energy is the energy of where she is beginning to, where her intuition is starting to awaken. She's starting to recognize her emotional needs. She's starting to recognize places and things that feels, because it's Cancer, it's water, that feels familiar to her. And it also represents the past. Although her opposite sign of Cancer, which is Capricorn, I feel like Capricorn is the energy where she has evolved, where she has experienced self-expression, daily routines related to one-to-one relationships, Libra. She learned about intimacy and death or transformation, Scorpio, where she's learned about life experiences and gaining wisdom, Sagittarius. And then Capricorn's energy is like, okay, I have experienced all these things. What do I do with this? How do I take everything I have experienced and incorporate it into my life purpose? What can I do with this? And so with Saturn, it means that this is an area of my life where I'm ready to mature in. This is an area of my life where I am ready to be knowledgeable. I'm ready to fulfill my life purpose. I am ready to work hard, to become disciplined, to become wise, to become mature, to create these goals and leave a legacy. When I leave this earth, what do I want to be known for? That's the energy of Saturn. How can I build something within myself so that it will always be with me forever and ever? And what can I pass down from generation to generation? That's my interpretation. That's my energy of Saturn. Also, too, Saturn energy doesn't have time for games. A lot of people assume that Capricorn energy and Saturn's energy is this old, mean person. But it's not that. It's more so they don't have time for the fluff. They don't have time for bullshit. They don't have time for shallow shit. It's like, it's all about time, divine timing. Like, why are you here? That's Capricorn energy. If you're not helping me with my purpose, if you're not helping me to accomplish my goals, you don't need to be around me at this moment. I'm focused. You know, I have responsibilities I need to take care of before I can go play games and stuff. And that's what Saturn's all about, and that's what having your Saturn return is all about. And so I want to talk about my own personal experience with my Saturn return. Like, I have been waiting to talk about this experience for so long, but it wasn't the right time for me because it was a lot going on, and Saturn sits in my second house, the house of Taurus, the house of values, self-worth, your finances, your money, your resources, your self-esteem. It rules Venus, you know, the things that you love. And so I had Saturn sitting in my second house, and Saturn is in my already sits in my birth chart natally. My moon in Capricorn sits in my second house. Uranus sits in my second house. My Neptune sits in my second house. And I'm missing another planet. My moon, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus. And my North Node in Aquarius sits in my second house. So I have a lot of energy. I have a lot of focus in my second house. Along with what was transiting in my second house was Pluto and Capricorn and Jupiter in Capricorn. So I had all these planets just sitting in my house of values, my house of money, finances, resources, self-worth, self-esteem. And so, and all those planets outside of my moon are retrograde. So all the energy is inward. And I will talk about another video about retrograde planets, because retrograde planets actually experience life differently from people that have more direct planets. So I will talk about that in another video. So I want to talk about my Saturn return and my Saturn Capricorn in the second house, and the hard core lessons that I needed to learn about the areas of self-esteem, self-worth, values, money, finances, and all that good stuff. A lot of people get scared when they hear about Saturn return. Oh my God, it's doomed. And it's like, no, like, if you have to feel that way, it's obvious that you didn't take that area of your life seriously. And that's what Saturn gets you to do. It'll whip you into shape. You know, you reap the benefits after your hard work. And if you really didn't work hard for it, then Saturn's going to take it away, because Saturn only bless those that work hard for it and really worked hard because they know it is part of their life purpose. That's it. That is it. It's very simple. If you know that what you are doing is part of your life's work, then Saturn will bless you. Saturn will bless you with generational wealth and with that. So I felt the shift within myself around the time of my 27th birthday. I immediately felt the shift, like, oh shit, like, I have to start getting my life together. So on top of that, you know, because my birthday is in May, I'm a Sun in Taurus. So it's like, on top of that, around my 27th birthday, I felt that shift. And that's when I really started diving deeper about getting serious about my self-worth, self-value, and my self-esteem. And so around the time of my 27th birthday in May, I quit teaching. In 2017, I was teaching kindergarten, actually. I quit teaching in September. So it was 6 weeks into the school, and there were some things going on. I asked the universe for a sign, like, if I'm supposed to be here, give me a sign. If I'm not, give me a sign. And the universe gave me a sign about it's time to go. And because my self-worth was being tested, my values were being tested. And so then I went ahead and quit. So since then, I have been an entrepreneur. Going into my Saturn return, going into 2018, we ended up getting pregnant. We had our daughter during our Saturn return, which was very, very transformative, because I had Pluto sitting in my second house too. So I just wasn't learning about about self-worth, self-values, and money, it's like it was dying and transforming. So everything I quote unquote worked hard for, as far as material things, I released it. I surrendered because I rather willingly give it up versus the universe snatch it away and me resisting, because I knew that it was time for me to work internally, because my natal Saturn is in retrograde in Capricorn, and when your planet is in retrograde, that means you are relearning a lesson that you need to learn in past life. So it was easy for me to make money, to create goals, to get this, to get that. But what I struggled with was really knowing my self-worth and my self-value and my self-esteem, with me truly being who I am, because Capricorn and Saturn energy is really being your rawest, truest, authentic self. So it's like, you have the beautiful material things outside of you to complement, your beauty on the external. But, that was an area of my life that I needed to tweak, which is my internal, in the area of self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, because, it was me starting a journey of being an entrepreneur and really showing my gifts, really showing what I have without working for someone else. And it's like, all I have is me. All I have is my heart. Only thing I have is my gifts to share. And so having Saturn in the second house was very eye-opening, because it's like when you in the midst of it, you think, oh my God, why is this happening to me? But it's happening for you, because Capricorn energy is about greater things, bigger, better things, and diving deeper to your purpose. And when you think something is important to you, but then when you start to gain into your maturity and responsibility, and you realize like, oh, that would have held me back anyway. That's how it is. So it's like, things that have transformed within me was, really to get to the bottom of it, is that what I truly valued. Are the people in my around, do they value what I value? Different things that I value. What is my worth? How much should I charge for my prices? It's different things that reflect what I value, because what you choose to focus on grows. And things that you choose to do is a reflection of what you value. So these past few years, I just have been reflecting on what it is that I truly value. And of course, your values change over time, because the more experience you have, and the more opportunities you have, you see that your values evolve. And also, too, Saturn is a karmic planet. It's a planet of karma. So what you put out is what you get back. And so it's like, whatever house your Saturn sits in, it's the area of life that you have not mastered in a past life. Because also Saturn represents self-mastery. It represents skills, what you can teach others, what you have learned as well. So it's like, in a past life, I never cared about my self-esteem, my values, my self-worth, because it wasn't important to me. I was always a healer. I've always, done what I think I was supposed to have done. But in this life, it's sitting in my second house. So in this life, I get to finally focus on my self-worth, my self-value, the beauty of life. I get to work on me. I get to work on pouring into myself, because my Saturn is retrograde. So anything, but because my Saturn is retrograde, I'm more in tune with what I have done from a past life, or something that feels familiar, like, okay, I feel like I've done this before, so I don't need to focus on it. So by it's so easy for me to externally focus on, creating goals and going after the bag or whatever. It's like now it's going internal, and I'm realizing that, oh, I am the bag. I attract my abundance. I am abundant, And it's like living in a society where they tell you to go external and go outside of yourself. It's like, no, when Saturn comes around, it's like, are you really? Are you taking what you're supposed to? So it's like, are you maturing in this area? So it's like, I'm happy that Saturn is in Aquarius now, because it wasn't heavy energy. Just because Pluto was transiting in my second house as well. And I'm happy I survived. I'm happy that I made it up to the other side, because, like, it's no joke. And everyone has Saturn and Pluto right now in a certain house in their birth natal chart. So it's like, if you weren't turning 30 or 31 this year, you weren't going through your Saturn return, but you were definitely going through some karmic lessons, or death and transformations around different aspects of your life, depending on the area, depending on the house. So for me, it was in my second house. And for me, I'm grateful for my Saturn return, because it really did get me straight and really did discipline me to really break down and really go within about my self-worth, my self-value, and how I would now, also Capricorn represents boundaries too. Energetic, emotional boundaries. So it's like, I was able to create healthy boundaries around my values, because if you don't know what you truly value, you can't really build a foundation. And that's what I learned, because it's like, before I started return, I was going to school, I was teaching, I was getting certifications, in energy healing and sound healing, and family stuff, just all of that. But I really never sat down to reflect over, like, what is it that I value? What is it? So I'm grateful for this time to really sit with myself, reflect, and journal about what it is that I value, because I couldn't build a strong foundation if I didn't know what I value, if I didn't have the proper value system. And everybody value different things, and that's what, that was the main thing that was apparent to me, is that what I may value, you may not value. What I value, I'm not going to project onto our daughter, because she's going to value different things. I'm going to instill certain values that overall, just a universal thing, of a universal values for her to move forward in life and have life skills. But I'm not going to project my own personal values onto her, because she has her own life journey. And that's what I had to do. I had to clear out other people's values, society values, family values, that was passed down from me from generations. I had to kill that off, because I had Pluto sitting in my second house, death and transformation. Releasing the old to birth the new. So it's like I had to start from a clean slate of what it is that I value, and how to build my value system and build my foundation from there. Yeah. So overall, my Saturn return was it was beautiful, but because Pluto was there too, and for me, Pluto is the beast, because Pluto rules, Scorpio, and the opposite of Scorpio is Taurus. So it's like the beast is at a house of beauty. So it's like I had to fight through shadow work, fight through my own shadows about money, about finances, redefining what money needs to be, how redefining my relationship to money, understanding that how I used to make money is no longer serving me, and how to use my own energy to create abundance for myself. So I wanted to share that with you all about my personal Saturn return journey. If you would like to learn more about what I do, please feel free to check out my website at www.mylifemyjourney11.com. It's down below. You can find me on Instagram at Mystic Mom Doula. If you have gone through your Saturn return, if you're about to go through your Saturn return, because right now Saturn is in Aquarius, feel free to leave a comment below. Also, if you just finished experienced your Saturn return because you're in a generation of Saturn and Capricorn, please feel free to leave a comment below as well. Yeah, I have been dying to get this out. I learned some valuable lessons. Capricorn is all about, did you learn your lesson? Because if you didn't, I can get that ass again. And it's like, nah. So yeah, it's like the stern mama. It's like, can I go outside? No, did you do your homework yet? That's Saturn energy. It's like, you know, you work hard, but you play harder. But you can't play harder if you didn't work hard. That's the thing, because you didn't come here just to play around and bullshit around. You came here to really grow and evolve and share. And also, Saturn rules Aquarius too. Is the co-ruler of Aquarius. So it's like, you know, after you have built the strong system within yourself, it goes into Aquarius. Like, okay, who is like-minded? After you have created your goals, after you have built this system, this foundation, after you have created these goals, after you accomplish these goals, you at the top. But when you're at the top, it's like you leave the past behind and you focus on the future, which is Aquarius energy. And it's like, who is like-minded? You know, who do I connect with? Who can I collaborate with? Who also want to give back to the community? Who else want to make a difference with me? You know, so it's all about, I got mine, you got yours. All right, cool. I bring something to the table, you bring something to the table. Let's work together and we can bring something to the world. So yes, so that's the energy of Saturn and Capricorn, of my Saturn return and what I experienced. So yeah, and so the next video, talk about my own birthday chart, so you all can get to know me more energetically. Now that I'm done with my Saturn return, I feel lighter. I feel much better. I don't feel like it's a heavy hold on my shoulders anymore. So yeah, and you could tell I was going through some shit. If you just go back to my past videos, you'd be like, yeah, she was difficult. And it's because of my Saturn return, but you know what, you still push through, because when you're focused, when you're pushing through, you gotta reap the benefits. So don't give up. If you feel like giving up, don't give up. Because the moment you give up, you quit. So don't give up. Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.